So let's begin our meditation, beginning by simply bringing our awareness fully to this moment. Just consciously bringing awareness to right here, right now. And just noticing what that is, the sense of that, what is that? How does it feel to be just fully present in this moment? And we're not trying to do anything other than experience the moment. Now, for a few moments, let's bring our awareness, shifting it to our breathing. We'll breathe together for 5 counts. On each count, breathing in and out. At the top of your in-breath, if you can, breathe in through the nose. And at the top of the in-breath, holding for a moment. On the out-breath, if you can, breathe out through your mouth. And on the out-breath, breathing out as if you were breathing out through a straw. Let's do that together. Breathing in through the nose to the count of 1. Holding the breath and breathing out. And relax. Full awareness on the breath as we breathe in through the nose to the count of 2. Holding your breath and breathing out. And relax. Consciously now slowing down our breathing, breathing in to the count of 3. Holding the breath, breathing out. Relaxing deeply now. Breathing in to the count of 4. Holding breath and breathing out. Relax. Breathing in to the count of 5. Holding breath and breathing out. And relaxing deeply. Now bringing awareness to within, consciously going within, going behind the thinking mind to the seat of the observer, to the one who notices. And notice that it's quiet, it's silent. Seat of consciousness. And from there, experiencing the contemplation meditation. Michael Singer tells us that the spiritual journey is one of constant transformation. Life unfolding, life evolving. A realization that we can give up the struggle to remain the same, to make a commitment to embrace change at all time, externally and internally. Now we look at our inner disturbances and how we tend to protect ourselves. The realization that real change, real transformation begins when you embrace problems as actually agents for change and growth. Let's contemplate for a moment Michael Singer's description of the thorn. You have a thorn in your arm that's directly touching a nerve. It's painful. And because of that, it's a problem. You can't sleep, you're afraid to get close to people, they might touch it. It's a constant source of disturbance. And we realize we only have two choices here. One, to look at the situation and decide, because it's so disturbing, when things touch the thorn, you make sure that nothing touches it. The second choice is to take it out. Let's look at the first choice. If you make a decision to keep the thorn, that becomes part of your life. Example given, if you roll over in your sleep, you have to find a solution for that. Perhaps design an apparatus that acts as some kind of a protective device. Now you have a whole life built around a thorn. Again, Michael Singer gives us the example of you fall in love. Now it's hard to hug. Nobody can touch you because they may touch the thorn. So now you design a different device that allows closeness among people without touching. You go further and you make a full-time device that doesn't have to be unstrapped at night or changed for hugging people or other activities. It's heavy, so now you put wheels on it. You control it with hydraulics. Install sensors to avoid collisions. You change the doors in your home. Now you can go to work, go to sleep, get close to people. And you announce that you have solved your problem. You can go anywhere, you can do anything you want. You want to declare that the thorn used to run your life, now it does not. Let's look at the truth of that. The thorn now completely runs your life, affecting all your decisions. Where you go, who you're comfortable with, what type of home you live in, what kind of bed you sleep in. Just notice that it's running every aspect of your life. Now reflect for a moment how the thorn is a reflection of the problem itself. Didn't solve anything. That if you attempt to protect yourself from the problem, it will end up running your life. Totally fixated on the problem to the point you cannot see the forest for the trees. That all you did was devote your entire life to avoiding problems. Let's take a deeper dive looking at loneliness. A deep sense of inner loneliness. So deep that you have trouble sleeping at night. Makes you sensitive around other people. You're susceptible to pangs in your heart that cause disturbance. Trouble staying focused. Trouble with everyday interactions. May be difficult to get close to or even around people. Notice that loneliness is like the thorn. Excuse me, I'm sorry. Noticing that loneliness is like the thorn. And again, noticing that in the case of the human heart, there's more than one thorn. Sensitivities about loneliness, rejection, your physical appearance, how we tend to walk around with lots of thorns. And that at any moment, something, somebody can touch them and cause pain. We now have the same two choices as before. Do I remove the thorn? Or do I start building all sorts of structures, psychological ones, to protect the thorn? To remove the thorn is to be free. Bringing awareness to the reality that the thorns can be removed. That if they are not removed, you spend your entire life protecting them. Problems will continue to come back the moment the external situations fail to protect you from what's going on inside. How you spend time trying to avoid feeling it. Again, noticing that this is what most of us do. Let the fear of the inner thorns affect behavior, your entire life, limiting life. Again, bringing awareness to the truth that you have a choice. Do not doubt your ability to remove the root cause of the disturbance inside of you. It really can go away. You can look deeply within yourself to the core of your being and decide that you don't want that part of you running your life. You want to be free. You have relationships with people because you genuinely want to, you like them. Not because you need them to like you. To love because you truly love from your heart. You free yourself by finding your authentic self. You are not the pain that you feel. You are not the part of you that stresses out. None of these disturbances have anything to do with who you truly are. You are the one who notices these things. Because consciousness is separate and aware of these things, you can free yourself. Making that decision to stop playing with them. Noticing that how much time you spend doing something to avoid feeling the inner thorns, they're not given the opportunity to naturally work themselves out. In the words of Michael Singer, simply permit the disturbance to arise, to come up. Only then can you let them go. Recognizing they are simply blocked energies from your past. They can be released. They can be released. You are consciousness. You experience these inner disturbances. They can be released. They can be allowed to flow through. As always, the first thing to do is to relax. Return again and again to this quiet place, the seat of consciousness, the seat of the witness. Seated here, you can allow disturbances to move on through as the witness. Now let's take a moment to regroup. Contemplate for a moment this meditation, contemplation. What did it mean to you? What resonated for you? We'll just spend a moment, a minute in silence.